So I guess the next thing I wanted to talk about was copying, because once you create these things, it's a bit labor intensive to create everything from scratch. So it's nice to take advantage of existing elements and using the splitting or copying abilities. So we made this set of elements. We converted the straight quads into regular quads and then split them and moved the nodes and created this opening in the upper beam. And let's say we want to recreate that on the lower beam. Rather than go through that same procedure, it would be much easier if we just, now I still have full straight turned on there. So if I grab that, I'm going to grab everything. So I'll return that to the model, uncheck the full strake, and just delete these 4 straight quads. Now, when you delete a piece of a strake, you're not really deleting it. We're simply turning off those pieces in the deletions dialog. So it's very easy to recover them. We just uncheck those. Also, when you do an operation like that on something in a module, and this applies to the refinement tools and everything, you don't have to make the element that you're going to split or modify with one of these tools. You don't have to make that the current part first. When you double click on it, it'll automatically change to, the current part will automatically become the module that contains the element you're splitting. We've deleted those 4 elements at the bottom there, and now under the model menu, when you come down to elements here, there is an option to copy or move. So this create modify allows you to create all the different types of elements, or you can just select them from the toolbar here. But when you do it from the model menu and go into elements, you can, of course, delete the split merge we've seen over here in the refinement toolbar, but the copy and move, I guess, is only available from here. So if we go into copy, it's similar to like the groups dialog where you have a listing of all of the elements that you want to operate on. And this dialog is also handy if you want to do measurements, where you can select 2 nodes and it gives you the X, Y, and Z difference between them, as well as the total distance. That's one of the ways you can measure distance here. Another is with the nodal query. If you're querying nodes, you can select distance and you set your base node. And then when you click on another one and hover on it, it tells you it's 0.25 meters away. If I click on this node, it's 0.5. This node is 0.707, and so forth. Now they're all going to be to that first reference node until I reselect the new reference. Oh, actually, to reselect the new reference, you hit the query button, and it sets that. And then when I grab another one, it tells me the new distance. Anyway, that was just a quick way to do a distance measurement, and this is the other one here. But getting back to the move and copy, you have different options at the top, whether you want to copy and split, or move. For now, we're just going to be concerned with the copy. Copy and split is if you're copying beams and you copy a beam over to a portion where it's in the middle of an element. When it makes that copy, it will also split the element that it's going to be attached to. If you just do a straight copy, it'll copy that beam to the middle of the element, but you'll have a free edge because it'll leave the element undisturbed. So you won't have an edge-to-edge connection there. But the copy and split takes care of that. And move, as you would imagine, is just to move instead of copy. But for this, we'll do copy, click in this area to start selecting elements, and we'll grab, I still have query on, so it's not actually selecting, and we'll select these modified plate elements at the top. And then I'll simply grab a node from the top and a node from the bottom, and we can see the distance is exactly 0.5 meter vertically, which is what we were expecting, and we could have typed that in manually because we knew those distances, and then just hit OK, and it copies them down.